updates. The Governor Sanwo-Olu to host captains of industry at 9th Lagos Corporate Assembly. Nigerian Education Loan Fund approves 26 state tertiary institutions for students' loan scheme. And a foreign teen, massive floods affect millions of people across South Asia. And in sports, Kebbi wins third consecutive title of Nigeria Beach Soccer League. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is set to meet leaders of the organized private sector as the 9th edition of the Lagos Corporate Assembly, a periodic engagement session tagged BOS Meets with Business Community, comes up on Tuesday, July 9, 2024. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, in a statement said the governor will discuss business-related issues such as structure development, business regulations, MSME challenges, taxes, revenue, security, transportation, traffic management and technology. Omotosho said the event with the theme Unpacking Barriers to Ease of Doing Business, Accelerating Business Growth will have members of the Lagos State Executive Council, permanent secretaries, and heads of relevant departments and agencies of government in attendance. He said speakers for the event include the Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Kadoso, Special Advisor to the President on Ease of Doing Business, and Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, Jumoke Oduwole, Director General, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Mojisola Adeyeye, the Director General, Standards Organization of Nigeria, Ifeanyi Okiki, and others. Omotosho said previous editions have recorded significant achievement, such as granting water licensing concessions to the organized private sector, including a 5-year arrears waiver and a 75% permit waiver by the state government. The Lagos State government has reiterated that all its enforcement actions regarding the security of state environmental laws were informed by the interests of the greater majority of residents. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, stated this during a conversation with the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, Lagos State Chapter. According to the Commissioner, most of the enforcement actions were preemptive, and they accounted for the almost zero fatalities that would have been experienced around the state with the magnitude of rainfall it experienced. Wahab charged their state surveyors to always engage in due diligence for all construction they want to embark upon or supervised by ensuring that drainage clearance permit is obtained for all structures located near drainage channels. He reiterated that the state government is investing in resilient infrastructure that ensures that the state can contain runoff of heavy rainfalls, which ensures that flood water subsides a few hours after the rainfall. The Lagos government, in collaboration with UNICEF, is set to launch a team of community mobilizers across the 376 wards to sensitize Lagosians on cholera, thereby eliminating its spread among the populace. Social and behavior change specialist UNICEF Lagos office Aderunke Akinwole revealed this in an interview with our health correspondent Aderayo Duwolaya, saying that the training of mobilizers would commence on Tuesday. Akinwole said with the commencement of the Training of Trainers initiative, 1,128 community mobilizers will be armed with necessary information on preventive measures.
So together, let's take responsibility in curbing the spread, in preventing the outbreak, and in preventing deaths that can occur from cholera. If you can take care of your hygiene, be your neighbor's keeper. And if you see something, say something. If you see your neighbor that is actually defecating in open, try to speak to the person. If the person is not listening, try to call on the government to actually reprimand such persons. And we also call on government to make sure that policies that foster environmental safety truly enforced in Lagos.
Akinwole commended the efforts of the Lagos government in curbing the outbreak of cholera, while also pledging continuous support of UNICEF to amplify government efforts in curtailing the spread of the disease. It will be recalled that the Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board, LSPCB, with support from UNICEF, recently held a Train the Trainer sensitization program on cholera, social mobilization outbreak response to combat its spread in various communities across the state. The state government says it is partnering with the private sector and the federal government on the rehabilitation of many roads in the state in its drive to bring succor to residents. The state government also says no fewer than 120 roads across the 20 local government areas of the state are being considered for rehabilitation. Head of Service in Ogun, Kehinde Onosoya, stated that partnering with the federal government to reconstruct 14 roads in the state is in line with the vision of Governor Dapo Abiodun. According to Onosoya, the state government is harnessing the potential of public-private partnership to address the challenge of infrastructure and boost the economic growth of the state. And now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, says a total of 36 state-owned tertiary institutions had been cleared to benefit from the student loan scheme. Executive Secretary NEL Fund Akintunde Sawyer, who confirmed this, said students of the 36 institutions could now apply for student loans. Sawyer urged all other state-owned tertiary institutions to submit their complete student data to the NEL Fund student verification system timely to enable their students to benefit from the scheme. It will interest you to know that no fewer than 1.2 million students are expected to benefit from the cardinal program of the President Bola Tinubu administration with a 35 billion naira kick-off seed fund. In its commitment to help ease the burden brought about by the current economic situation of the country, Eco Club International has distributed food palliatives to over 1,000 residents in different communities in Lagos. Eco Club International stated that it is part of its mission to give back to the society while distributing rice, semo, spaghetti, salt, gari to the people of Akwa Kingdom, Igwawuri area in the Badagry division of Lagos State. This initiative, which is organized for beneficiaries in Festac, Badagry, Soloitere, Shasha, and Ikorodu, will last for 1 week. Alakma of Akwa Egun, Awori Kingdom, Oba Oyeko, Adekomi, Ajose commended the club for the initiative and prayed for every member's upliftment. Assistant General Secretary, Eco Club International, Tayo Ogunyemi, said the club consists of 26 chapters in US, Canada, and London. He said the gesture is part of the club's mission to give back to the society by reaching out to the rural communities in Lagos State. And over to some foreign news. Massive floods have swept through swaths of India, Nepal, and Bangladesh in recent days, affecting millions while killing scores of people. Large-scale rescue operations are underway, with authorities directing thousands to shelters while sending food and supplies to stranded families. Major rivers, including the Brahmaputra and Koshi, which flow through several countries, have overflowed their banks due to heavy rain. Floods and landslides are not uncommon during South Asia's monsoon season, when it receives up to 90% of its annual rainfall. But experts say the issue has worsened in recent years due to climate change. Meanwhile, the United Nations World Meteorological Organization has predicted above normal rainfall for the South Asia monsoon, which is expected to last till September. And over to sports news. Kebbi Beach Soccer Club has emerged as winners of the 2024 Nigeria Beach Soccer League, highlighting dominance of the domestic game by winning its third title in 4 editions of the game. The club claimed the title clinically as the Super 4 tournament came to a fitting in Kaduna State. Kebbi United Sadiq Umar emerged highest goal scorer with 17 goals, with the club's Umar Aliyu selected as the rising star of the competition and Festus Bashir of Anambra Warriors named the best goalkeeper. With the conclusion of the 2024 Nigeria Beach Soccer League, attention of the beach soccer community now shifts to the Super Sand Eagles. Preparations for the 2024 Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against Mauritania, with the first leg in Nouakchott on July 20 and the return leg in Nigeria a week later. And how's our news at 12? But just before we go, carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 61,000 units of single-dwell composite furniture for secondary schools? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website, and to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is set to meet leaders of the organized private sector as the 9th edition of the Lagos Corporate Assembly, a periodic engagement session tagged BOS Meets with Business Community, comes up on Tuesday, July 9, 2024. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NEL Fund) said a total of 36 state-owned tertiary institutions had been cleared to benefit from the student loan scheme. We also told you that massive floods have swept through swaths of India, Nepal and Bangladesh in recent days, affecting millions while killing scores of people. And henceforth, Kerry Beach Soccer Club has emerged as winners of the 2024 Nigeria Beach Soccer League, highlighting dominance of the domestic game by winning its third title in 4 editions of the game. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olokboroku. Thank you very much, Lagos, for listening. Beautiful Monday afternoon to you. It's quite cloudy out there with prospects of rain showers. But anyways, I shall be stepping aside for Mike Arocha. He's going to be here to take you through fire service calling and then lunchtime workout. To have a